Guten Morgen, everybody. This is episode 32 of Birdcore. Birdcore.
Welcome to Birdcore. Sorry, I'm so nervous.
One more time.
Madame, je peux aller aux toilettes.
I piss my bed all the time.
You're pissing right now.
Have you been hitting the cream?
This was in the Bible.
My flesh prison needs more inmates.
You're being sold for $14.
Now I might be accidentally baptized next week.
Stupid.
I will inflict you on the sentence. I will inflict on you this... Sorry, I can't read.
I never get over that stinger that we have. That intro. That's a collection of clips and I guess sound bites from doing this with Tom and Kit. And it's always interesting to go back and hear some of the some of the stuff out of context is ridiculous. Like I'm being sold for $14. I think Kit, the one where he said he was accidentally going to be baptized next week, that was a good one too. My favorite part of all that is that the song that plays over it is Alex McMullen's, or Alex Mick, I guess is his music name. The song I Flow, which is no longer available anywhere. I had asked him for it via email. That's how I got it and put it into the whole programming. And the first track, the first time he sent it to me over email, it was like, you know, those pranks that would be played where like you'd open a video and then it's like, oh my God, I can't believe this was the baby's first words. And then it's like that girl moaning. You know those pranks? You ever know those pranks, Jem?
No, I don't.
Oh, it's like they're on Twitter a lot.
Okay.
Where it's like someone makes you play the video and then the audio is just a girl moaning.
Oh, yeah.
You know that one?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, like
Off the Hook.
But that's like an ancient relic. Like
Yeah.
Those are old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
When Alex sent me that song,
Yeah.
it was like half of the track was that and the other half was the woman. Like it was half music and then half woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
and then I was like,
song.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, like the proper version of it. Yeah. That second voice that you hear is, as always, for the last 3 weeks, is staff producer Sham is joining me. Hi, Sham.
Hi, thanks for having me again.
Well, you live here, so you're always welcome. I had this set up all day waiting for you to be here so we can do it. Because
Thank you for your patience.
I didn't want to do it without you.
You're sweet.
And you're feeling a bit sick today.
I am if I sound weird. That's why.
What are you feeling?
I'm feeling stuffy. I'm feeling not really here. And I'm feeling cold.
I'm no doctor, but it sounds like you might have a cold.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not COVID.
Oh, the flu? I'm kidding, guys. Don't clip that and put it online out of context. This episode of Birdcore would not be possible without the help of our sponsor, Pen and Paper. Want to draw a cute little drawing of a bunny with a cute nose? Try Pen and Paper. Want to write down a grocery list? Try Pen and Paper. Want to fold a paper in half and put a hole through it with a pen and then unfold the paper and it looks like a black hole, like that one analogy from Interstellar? Try Pen and Paper. Want to learn how to write your name down? Or like a signature or something? You want to put ink to formerly tree turned into paper? Try Pen and Paper. My contacts are dry. Oh, my contacts. Actually, back to the program. I was in the shower this morning, as one does when they wake up dirty. Or just wake up. Who said that, bro? And when I was getting out of the shower, I pulled the curtain, as one does when they're getting out of the shower after being dirty and now clean. And the whole shower rod fell down.
Oh, what?
It made the craziest... And I showered with the door open because no one was here.
Yeah.
But you definitely could have heard it out the hallway. It sounded like... It basically sounded... It sounded like that. And then I was going...
Who wants some chimichangas?
It was actually crazy, bro. So that's how my day started. That was when I got home from Pilates. Or I guess it was yoga today. I did yoga today because, the blood's got to keep flowing. And I'm really sore, actually. And then just because my nervous system wasn't already awake enough from the yoga, that really did it. Stuff was falling everywhere. That our like toilet spray and whatnot fell all over the place.
Oh my God.
Like it didn't break, it just fell a
It
bit.
was all fine? I had no idea.
It was all fine and dandy. And because I had done yoga this morning, my mind was going like, that's fine.
That's beautiful.
Don't worry. Because I could have, like, you know, I could have,
You were zenned out.
oh, for the love of God, you know, I could have done that. But I was so zenned out, you know, I could have been going, kill me, kill me, kill me. Somebody kill me. But I didn't.
F my chungus life.
No, literally, I could have been saying that. But I didn't. Yeah.
Disassociation.
I'm still zenned out. I'm still zenned out. I'm still Zendaya. I'm still Denzel. Speaking of Zendaya, we finally watched Dune. Well, I'd seen it 5 times, 3 with volume, but you watched it for the first time.
watching this. We
Yeah,
actually
Kirby.
watched one of the 10 things we were supposed to see that night.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even that night.
Yeah. No, it wasn't that night. Yeah, last week, for those of you listening, last week I had my buddy Kirby on as a guest. If you didn't listen to last week's episode, it was with Kirby, like I literally just said. And we were just talking about how Sham and I had so much that we needed to watch that night. And I think it was about 10 hours and 15 minutes that we had agreed upon watching. And then we didn't watch any of what we said we would. And instead we just watched Dune a few days later. But that's what I was getting at, was Zendaya is in Dune.
Yeah.
Barely actually. She's barely in that one.
She just mogs.
Yeah.
And then she has like a couple lines at the end. But she was the poster child for it.
Yeah.
I love that for her.
Yeah. She actually had the last line of the movie of Dune 1. She goes, "This is just the beginning."
Wow.
Which is what I thought when the shower rod fell at the beginning of the day. I said, great, this is just the beginning of my day.
Is it based on a book?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know anything about it. How many parts will there be?
To my knowledge, 3.
So this next one's the last one, most likely.
To my knowledge. But if
Unless they Twilight it.
Unless they Twilight it. Unless if Gianluca is watching, he knows because he's read the book. I haven't. But I know that Timmy has a buzz cut in the next one. So I was with some of my colleagues the other day, namely Hannah and Leanne, and we were talking about different things that are going on in the city, in life. We talked about Ozempic. Beep-de-dee-bop-bop-beep-boop-beep. True listeners know that one. Okay, I had to make
Of all songs?
I had to make a quick edit because a Drake song just started playing on my phone. Hell no. So Hannah, Leanne, and I were talking about, I think Ozempic came up, and then I was talking about God knows what, and Hannah started talking about the Achilles tendon slasher of Toronto. Okay, someone is going around Toronto trying to slash people's Achilles tendons.
Oh my God.
I would welcome it personally.
No.
So there is a supposed... Oh, whoopsies. Oh, if you notice this painting behind me, if you're watching, you'll notice this painting behind me that's out of focus. This painting was a prop that we used for our movie that we shot with Mr. Christopher last week. And I don't know whose it is. I think Jacob, the art director, picked it up at Valley Village. No, he didn't. Where'd we get the painting?
It's Lou's friends.
It's Lou's friend? I just butchered that completely live on air.
It's $2,000.
It's $2,000 painting? Right. Do you think we could be using it for this?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I think maybe we should find out whose it is and shout it out.
Oh.
Like,
Shout out.
shout out Lou's friends, who is a painter who painted this beautiful piece behind Sam right now.
Thank you. That was what I was looking for. Those are the words I was looking for. So with all that being said, there's a supposed Achilles tendon slasher on the loose in Toronto, which is never a sentence I thought would escape my mouth. No, but I'm telling you, this city turns to Gotham more and more every day. Yeah. There's always something going on in this city.
This is the new pee-pee poo-poo man.
The pee-pee poo-poo man. I think that this city needs a hero.
Yeah.
Personally. I also think that if I was a superhero, my bat signal would be a smiley face with the eyes crossed. I think. Because it would... What was that? Who cares? It would let the city know that there's a playful hero out there that's coming to save them.
Yeah.
So not only would I save them in terms of life, but I would probably also just I don't know, make them laugh or something.
K-pop demon hunter.
What about it?
I just thought that would be like your vibe as the hero.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the song? Yeah, I don't know the song. Josh knows the song. And I swear, it's actually kind of a banger track.
It is. Catchy as hell.
Yeah, if we didn't get sued for playing it, I would play it right now. But I actually have something else that I want to play. And I have a story, but watch the Drake song's going to play. Yeah, there it goes.
You did not start no car battery with your bare hands.
If I didn't, may God murder my children. I hate that I even spoke about that. If I didn't, may God murder my children.
No, don't say that.
Please, kill them today. Right now, today.
Kevin.
And to be honest with you, I just put my hands over the battery and prayed, Lord, please let this woman battery start.
On a physics level, that's impossible.
On a physics level, human beings emit electricity. Our bodies are electric.
Not enough to start.
You ever touch somebody and shock them?
Boom, boom. I really like that video because, well, actually, maybe the message in the video. Hold on a minute. That if you're listening to this podcast, that was a video of Kevin Gates and was it DJ Academics? I don't know. I think so, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, Kevin Gates was basically saying that he started this car with his bare hands because humans emit electricity. And then he said, if I'm lying, may God murder my children. And then he doubles down on it.
Kill them right now.
Kill them today.
How many kids does he have?
My guess is 3. I don't know. Can you look that up?
Yeah.
So there's a reason I wanted to play that video. It's because that video was playing while I was scrolling through TikTok and I was like, I had to wash my hands for something. And I washed my hands and that video played 3 times in a row. You know them ones where you're like in the bathroom and like, you know, after you've gone to the bathroom and you're washing your hands.
Yeah.
It's that on the counter video that plays on repeat.
The on the counter video.
And it kind of can ruin that video for you.
I'm always like, I'm giving these people so many views right now. It's just going and going and going and going.
Literally, yeah. They're just racking in money unless they live in Canada and don't have the creator fund.
Anyways, he has 2 kids.
He has 2 kids?
Yeah.
What are their names?
Isla.
Okay.
And Kaza.
Okay. See, I'm not familiar with the name Kaza. I know Kazamoto. Kazamoto? How's it spelled?
Kasamoto?
Yeah. Kaza Gates.
Kaza Gates. Khaza.
I feel like it was just like that was like a guess he had in Wordle, and he's like, that'd be a nice name.
It's a cute name.
I guess so. Kaza Gates and Isla Gates.
Well, I'm
Isla
glad
Gates.
they're still with us.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Well, okay. So then if you're a believer in the Lord Jesus Christ and God, the Son of Christ, the Son of God, if you are a believer in him, then you must believe that Kevin Gates started that car with his bare hands. He prayed and he said, Lord, let this woman's car start.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea, I guess. Mm-hmm. Because if the kids are still with us today, then that means it worked. If you're a believer in the Lord.
Yeah. He's special.
I'm going on a tangent here.
We love Kevin Gates.
We do love Kevin Gates. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There's been a trend going on. There's been a trend going around online where everyone is posting their pictures from 2016. Personally, I didn't do it. I posted a baby picture because that was my way of like doing the trend without doing the trend. Like I always want to find a little loophole or play it up a little bit because obviously people will be like, that's not real. Some people are like, this was you in 2016? No, that was me in 2000, maybe early August, year 2000. Probably just turned 1. So there are 2 sides of the coin on this trend. I know that I personally don't care all that much to see the pictures from 2016. What are your thoughts on this, Sham?
Well, first of all, I want to know who started it because I feel like I woke up one day and everyone was doing it. I'm like, did I miss a memo? Did I miss, a mass email? What happened? Did something happen? Because I was so confused. I do promote the idea of making Instagram casual again because I think we've lost the plot on that a little bit, and it's a little too curated to the point where it's like unrealistic. But I don't know. I just feel like these are posts that were archived for a reason, and we're just reposting them, and you're going to get over it.
That's kind of where I'm at with it.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny to see.
Yeah.
And I saw a tweet that it's like, unless you were, around our age in 2016, like anyone younger, you don't know what 2016 really was like. I think we really, truly felt the epitome of that year because we were, 17 years old? And it was...
Yeah.
Well, I was.
16.
Yeah, 16, 17 years old. Yeah. And then we just actually experienced what it was like to be a teenager during that era. But anyone who's like posting and they were like 10, come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Please.
Yeah, posting a picture of their Happy Meal.
Yeah.
Or if you're like, my sister's age and you're posting, you were in diapers.
Exactly.
My sister was almost 2 years old in 2016. Wait.
No,
sorry. She was 8.
Still,
no, she was... Yeah.
No, it's just not... She was 10.
10.
Because
No,
2016 was 10 years ago.
Yeah, and she's almost 18. So she was 8 if it was 10 years ago, right?
Oh, sorry.
Wow, this is not a mathematics podcast.
Wow.
But I've also seen people say, I've seen people say it's like meeting a 10 years ago version of that person. So let's say, for example, it's someone you met 5 years ago posted them 10 years ago. It's like, oh, that was who you were 5 years before I knew you. So I can understand how that is kind of a fun thing about it.
Yeah,
but
no, it is fun to see. I think it was just like, whoa, like.
Yeah.
I forgot what year it was for a second, truly, because everything I was seeing was a throwback.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think you could tell pretty quickly though what picture's old with like the vignette and like the filter and whatnot.
The Instagram filters.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
Now everything's just AI. Staying on the topic of like kind of vintage and throwback and nostalgia and whatnot, there's this whole thing about 2026 being analog. Sorry, I had to mute because I had to clear my throat. I have to do it again. I'm going to throw up. Oh, so everyone and their grandmother is saying that 2026 is the year of analog. And I don't know if everyone's grandmother is saying it, but I've heard a lot of people say it, okay? For those of you that don't know what analog means, which is half me, I think, until last night. It basically means, like, what's happening is that physical media is coming back, okay? Like...
It's like the opposite of digital.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, exactly. Right? So, like, magazines, CDs, note-taking. Nokia phones.
Yeah. Books. Instead of Kobos.
Oh, yeah, and like Kindles?
Yeah.
So, according to Vogue India on Instagram, these are the ins and outs of 2026 in relation to going analog. In, sharing wired headphones with your friend on the back of the bus. Out, AirPods that die mid-commute and take your patients with them. Personally, the volume and the sound is just different on AirPods. I think it's better on AirPods than wired headphones, so I will not be participating. Also, what is the big difference between wired headphones and Bluetooth AirPods aside from a wire?
You're not scared it's going to fall into the sewer systems.
Okay, actually, you got me there. In, arguments that happen in person in the middle of the street. Okay, no one cares about oncoming traffic. Out, passive-aggressive text and leaving people on red.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
Next.
In, going offline and letting those close to you know.
What?
Out, posting about deleting Instagram but still being available on 4 other apps.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean by telling your close people. So it's like not announcing, but letting your friends know.
Yeah. But why make the announcement anyway, whether it's to close people or not?
I don't know. Your real ones have your number.
Exactly. In, kneading clay, Knea, kneading clay, counting stitches, and making zines?
Zines, like magazines. Zines.
Why is that sentence constructed that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not sure.
Out, doom scrolling to relax and somehow feeling worse. Okay, so basically this is just saying like knitting and ceramics and crafting.
Yes.
You actually started doing ceramics.
Yeah.
How's that been?
Good so far. I've only done one class, but my TikTok is already all like,
Really?
yeah.
It's good though. It'll inspire you.
I'm on ceramic talk.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's better than being on like brain rot talk.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But there's still, some sprinkled in there, obviously.
Naturally, yeah.
It's my For You page.
In, messy diary pages with scribbles that will never be reread. Out, journaling apps that ask you to quantify your feelings. If you're using a journaling app in the first place,
You're cooked.
you're not journaling. I think the whole aspect of journaling is to get off your phone and get out of that world and actually put it to pen to paper. Today's sponsor, yes. So, also, I don't know about the never be reread stuff. I've gone back and reread some of my journal entries, and I was such a different person back then.
I know, it's kind of trippy.
It's wild.
I had one of those days where I was just like cleaning things out, and then I just stumbled upon a page in my journal, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
What was I going through?
You look back at some of the stuff you were like trying to manifest, and some of the stuff you like wanted to change, and you wanted, you hoped for and whatnot.
And then you have it.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I was writing about you back in 2010.
Oh. 2010.
What? I looked at my crystal ball. In, domesticating a pigeon to send letters to the love of your life.
Bruh.
What? Okay. Out, signing off work emails with sent from my iPhone. Okay, I think that out has been out for years because
That's
I haven't.
2016.
Right?
No one does that.
If I am shooting an email from my iPhone, I will purposely take that out of it because I don't want someone, like, I don't know. There's just who
wants some chimichangas?
There's a lack of professionalism in that, I think,
Agreed.
if you have that kind of signature. So I think that out has been out for a while. And I think that in, domesticating a pigeon to send letters to the love of your life, that is a little bit too analog. That's a little bit too like...
Leave the birds alone, please.
Yeah. It's a little bit too 1600s. Okay, what else do we got? In. Wow, how many are there? Okay, there's 5 more of these. In, playing a vinyl record and listening from start to finish. Okay. Out, letting an algorithm decide what you hear next.
Hey, this is kind of like what I was saying the other week.
What were you saying the other week?
I was saying
I should have
the
listened.
best way to enjoy things is for it to be something you actually like yourself first rather than listening to what someone else is telling you to do. Do you know what I mean?
Can you explain that a bit?
I mean, in regards to the out, letting an algorithm decide what you hear next.
Like DJX on Spotify?
Yeah, like if someone's telling you you have to listen to this, oh, this album's so good. Or, this song is like trending on TikTok right now. Yeah, but also I think it's important to have stuff that are your own, or maybe things you found yourself, or, songs from your childhood, whatever it may be. It just doesn't always have to be decided by somebody else.
I'm understanding it now.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Also, for those of you watching, there's no camera on staff producer Sham, but because she's sick, she keeps like moving away to sniff a little bit. I feel bad because I said I would turn down your microphone when you need to, but every time you sniff,
My nose is
I'll just do that.
Can you do it again?
Sham just sniffed.
Thank you.
In, getting to know someone slowly over coffee and ice cream. There's a stomachache waiting to happen. Out, deciding chemistry based on 3 photos and a bio. Okay, so this kind of looks like it's aiming at the dating world, like the dating apps and whatnot.
Yeah, the out feels a little hinge-like.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And I think that dating apps are kind of on the way down. I know people that have stopped using them entirely because they're kind of just sick of the idea of using them. I know people that have established great relationships and long-lasting relationships from these apps.
Me too.
But I
so
think
they do work.
They absolutely
That's what
work.
we're trying to say. Yeah.
They work.
But you have to be lucky.
But I also think that these kind of go hand in hand a little bit. I don't think because I think that the out, deciding chemistry based on 3 photos and a bio, you're not necessarily deciding the chemistry, but you're getting an idea of maybe who that person is. And then hopefully quickly enough, you're setting up that in, getting to know them over coffee and ice cream, which again, one of you is going to run to the bathroom on that date at some point.
Yeah. But maybe it's also suggesting that if you are swiping. Well, which one's bad? Left or right?
Swiping right, I think.
Is you don't like them?
I think it depends on the app.
Well, if you're swiping on the wrong side, like you're saying no to someone just based on 3 pictures and a bio, maybe that's a little too harsh, and you don't really know that person. So the entire premise of dating apps is a bit unfair on the people you're seeing, because there's so much more to them that you haven't really gotten to know yet.
You cooked.
Thank you.
Can you bring the microphone up a little bit?
Yeah.
Like just tilt it up.
Better?
Yeah, much better.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Hey, it's okay. In, walking without tracking steps, pace, or calories. I don't know about that. Out, needing data, whatever, however you say
I
it,
hate that word.
to justify a walk you took for your sanity. I still like to track my steps. I like to, and I don't track them, but I just look at my health and I see, oh, how many did I get today? But I'm not actively like starting and stopping.
Yeah, but that's because you get like 20K.
I don't get 20K. 10. I try for
Still,
10.
that's really good.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't agree with this or I don't agree with this one.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay. In, using a film camera and trusting the moment enough to move on. That's you. You've always been like that. You always have your film camera everywhere.
My digital, but I used to have
That's
a
what I
film
mean.
camera.
Yeah.
Film is different because you can't see it right then and there. So there's like this instant gratification of like taking a picture and then looking at it that you don't get from film. So I think that's what they mean here, is that, I think girls will relate to this. When you want to get that picture, you're asking your friend to take like 100 of you.
Yeah.
Like you just want some kind of insurance to make sure you have like a good one. With film, you cannot afford to do that. So it's like a one and done kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like that. I like to bring that back. Yeah.
I agree. And the out here is photographing everything on your phone and checking the screen before the moment's
Exactly.
even over.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
One time when I was still using B-Reel way back, I think I took 25 retakes and I didn't know you could see.
I'm
some
dead.
Yeah.
It's like exactly what you're not supposed to do.
Yeah. That was crazy. I really
It's
wonder
funny.
if people saw that. Yeah. And the last one here, which I'm not familiar with, in
Mahjong nights with your friends and their grannies.
What is that?
Mahjong is a game. It's like a board game,
Okay.
I think. You know what? It's really trendy right now, and I've never played it before. But
Mahjong?
I'm seeing it everywhere. Yeah, Mahjong.
What is the premise of Mahjong? And why should you be playing with your friends and their grannies? Is it an elder influenced game?
Mahjong is a tile-based game that was developed in the 19th century in China and has spread throughout the world since the early 20th century. It has to be played by 4 players. So it kind of looks like this. I guess maybe it's something like dominoes? I don't know.
Like a brain game?
I'm not sure. I don't want to speak and I'd be wrong, but
That's okay.
maybe we'll learn after this.
Maybe we'll play Mahjong.
Yeah.
And the out here is social plans that revolve around being seen instead of being together. Damn, that's actually a bar. That's actually a bar. I'm going to use that one later. That is a bar.
These were good. I like these.
These were good. Thank you, Vogue India.
Thank you, Vogue India.
Staying on the topic of the whole analog discussion. Great. I'm about to read quite a bit here.
Okay.
According to Save the Planet Society on IG, quote, analog isn't coming back as an aesthetic or trend. It's coming back in the form of a revolution for change of ownership in the media that resonates with us. There's no question on whether it's coming back or not. In fact, it's already here. But there is a question as to whether it's going to be positive or negative for the environment. Trust is it can be extreme. Oh boy, yeah. Well,
Truth
I could use some analog glasses. Truth is, it can be extremely positive, but only if we respect those who kept the world of analog running when we left it all behind. Another truth is, majority of what we need to return is already there, already considered waste that can be salvaged. We cannot let fast brands market off the very industry and market they rush to. Am I okay? To ditch because it was no longer profitable for them. This isn't about going backwards. It's about reclaiming ownership and a system built to remove it. I need to dissect that. Not about going backwards. It's about reclaiming ownership. So basically it's saying analog was like already here and to respect the people who were always using it, but now it's time to get back to it. And the environment is also, I mean, Save the Planet Society, it sounds like a pretty environmental username. But I don't exactly understand what I'm taking away from this.
I'm wondering if they're saying that, you know, we've seen companies, you know, take on this idea of digital mass media consumption and run with it and profit off of it in ways that are probably unbelievable for us to understand. But now that they see this new trend coming in of people wanting more physical media and wanting to collect actual tangible items that they can hold and touch, if they're going to be the ones who try to profit off of it now, like let's say Netflix starts selling DVDs or something, I think it's trying to say like, remember how easily swayed we can be and to not overconsume, because then we're still falling in that same cycle.
I understand.
It's saying that we already have the things that we can salvage because it's already around the house. We just let it go, you know? So go back to that rather than consuming more.
So
it's not helping the problem.
Okay. It also says here that surveys show that the average person now juggles 3 to 5 subscriptions, with total monthly spending quietly landing somewhere between $90 to $273 a month. Okay, there's the whole Netflix thing.
Oh, true, yeah.
Perfectly functional devices are discarded because software updates demand more storage, more processing power, more cloud dependence. Planned obsolescence, don't know that word.
Obsolescence.
That's the one. Stop being mechanical and became... But I need the best update for my phone. But I need to have I need to have the newest iPhone and the most storage, and I need to have the best gigabyte.
That's how they get you.
Yeah, that's like my sister. Consumerism's final boss. And another thing here, the last point here is Gen Z is buying secondhand iPods, Walkmans, and quote-unquote dumb phones. Isn't about aesthetics, it's about opting out. Wired headphones aren't trending because they're cute. They're back because they don't track, listen, update, or die after 18 months. Okay, but this isn't a trend for some people. A friend of the program, Jack Wallace, who we're actually going to talk to in a bit. Jack Wallace, I don't think he's had a new phone since 2011.
What?
I think he's had the iPhone 6 for as long as he's been breathing. He's had the iPhone 6, and he's had wired headphones forever. When I called him earlier today, when we FaceTime, he was wearing wired headphones. Oh. So, like, I think some people are going back to this just because it's a trend. I think other people actually care. And I think other people just never even progressed as the rest of us progressed with, like, you know, Bluetooth and updates and whatnot, software, stuff like that. So
yeah, they know something we don't know.
Yeah. Or they're just like Jack Wallace and they're just easygoing, nonchalant.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'll probably, I love magazines. I've always really liked magazines. So that's my contribution to the analog world. Mm-hmm. What is yours? Digital camera?
Yeah, digital camera. But I would say that, I guess that's a step away from the iPhone culture. But even then, I'd like to print my pictures. That could be something. I did that a couple years ago where I bought a photo album for the first time in my life, and I printed a bunch of my pictures and put them in the photo album. I think that's a lost art.
You made me a photo album.
Yeah, exactly. Which is, like, I think more special than if I were to send you an iCloud link, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, I think DIY is back. Books are back. Do what you can. Don't do it for the trend. Do it if it's actually something that intrigues you. If there's something you want to collect, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I do like this, though.
Yeah. Let's see how that progresses as we go on.
Yeah, let's see.
Want to give a special shout out to our sponsor? Now back to the program.
We're now actually going to hear from a little conversation that I had earlier today with my friend, Jack Wallace. He is a friend of the program, listener of the program, and the video speaks for itself. It's a bit of a long one, so this will be a good listen. And then I'd like to hear your thoughts periodically about it, Sham. Here we go.
Yeah.
Hi, Jack Wallace.
Hi.
Hi. This is Jack Wallace, friend of the program, friend of mine, longtime listener, and longtime feedback giver. And so a few weeks ago, I was talking about New Year's resolutions on the show, and we had some people call in and whatnot. And then I tried to call Jack live on the episode, and then I cut that part out of the episode because Jack did not pick up. So then I spoke to Jack afterwards and said, I'd love your New Year's resolutions. And then last week I forgot to call him for the episode. So now we're finally doing the thing, and we have Jack here. So Jack, I would love to hear some of your resolutions heading into 2026, now that we're almost 3 weeks into the year.
Yeah, I'm a bit behind on my goals here, but big fan of the program. So I'll just rattle them off here. So I got watch the news, meditate, make producer Sham have to add in a lot more in afterworks, milk a cow at least 3 times a week, stop flossing, stop answering Sam's calls, replace all my laces with Velcro, get a girlfriend, find an alternative to tap water, i.e. melted snow or just eating ice cubes, help solve a crime, Ozempic, travel more, get a boyfriend at the same time as the girlfriend, stop daylight savings, write a smut book, exercise more, read more, and uncircumcise myself.
Sham, what is your first reaction to this list?
I thought it was incredible. Like, AI couldn't even make that up.
No.
It was perfect.
Did one thing stick out more than anything else?
Probably the last one. I'd like an update on that after it's been done.
Okay.
So I think we should call him again.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's continue listening.
Okay.
Dude, you got like 2 a month you're gonna have to hit.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult, but I think with some support from my friends, I think I can do it.
I'd like to hear more about the Write a Smut book.
Yeah, so I recently heard about smut. I still don't really understand why it's called smut, but I think it's just a category that I can get behind, and I think I'm creative enough to really get in there and get involved. I haven't really put that one on paper yet. That one's more of a Q4 type thing.
Right.
Like stop answering Sam's calls. That's a Q1, kind of actively doing it.
You did a bad job right now.
Yeah, well, I need some support from my friends.
Right. Can you explain what smut is?
From what I understand and take in that I recently learned what smut is in the last 2 weeks, it's like heavy romantic books that don't necessarily give the details behind like the sexual actions. It's just like intense romance. I think there's like a lot of like hockey smut, so it's like I think you've talked about heated rivalry. I'm pretty sure that's smut. I hope that's smut, because that's kind of what I'm going down my avenue with.
Sham, is that an accurate description of what smut is?
So I searched it up. Smut is called smut because the word originates from German roots meaning dirt, filth, or stain, initially describing actual soot or fungus, then metaphorically extending to anything morally or sexually dirty, indecent, or obscene, especially in literature and art. So I think smut, like something smutty, is extremely sexual. Like I don't know if 50 Shades was like the first smut book, but something like that.
Okay.
I think. So I think he actually explained it well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he'll be a great smut author.
Yeah. Yeah. We need more male smut authors.
Yeah. Okay. Onwards. Okay. And, we're at this point 18 days into the new year. Have you actively started any of these resolutions?
Well, I think my good friend who I haven't met or even know he doesn't even know I exist has helped make producer Sham add it a lot after because I listened to last week's episode.
He's talking about Kirby. maybe Kirby knows he exists now.
Yeah.
Also, Jack thinks that you edit the episodes. That's why when he says things that producer Sham will put in, he's talking about.
Thanks, Jack.
Yeah.
Thanks for believing in me in that way, but it's not me, it's Sam.
And I think that's what you in the business call a callback. Is that right?
Yeah. Are you talking about Kirby?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So he had to make her add in a lot in the after. Is that not that's not on my list? It's on my list right there.
Okay. Well, I'm actually the one who edits everything after. I left him speechless.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah.
Well, how do I get Sham to start editing things after?
Man, if Sham was here right now, she'd have probably more of an answer. But, well, Sham, do you have an answer? How does Jack get you to start editing more?
Make it one of his resolutions, and I'll have to do it. He said he needs help from his friends.
You'd be a friend.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, onwards. I completely stole the term onwards from Theo Vaughn.
Onwards?
On his podcast, when he has callers and he wants to continue, he says onwards. So that's just want to get that out there. We can start making staff producer Sham edit. That would take a lot off my plate, actually.
Yeah, well, that would be good that would be kind of like getting two birds stoned at once because I'd get my goal done too. Okay.
And have you started watching the news or meditating? I know those were your first two.
No. The news is really scary. I actually banned my mom from watching the news when I was living with her because she just turns it on and gets angry at it.
Right.
So no, I haven't set into either of those. I can tell you I haven't drank tap water since the start of the new year.
Okay, well, you should probably be dead.
Well, I'm I think the alternatives eating melted snow or ice cubes is kind of solid.
Literally.
Yeah. Ozempic, that one's a bit more difficult. Just kind of trying to learn more and then get that on the go.
I don't even know what he means by that. What he just means? Does he mean he wants to take Ozempic, or he just means that what does it mean? Learn more about that and get that on the go.
I don't know, because originally he just said Ozempic.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, actually, I think I mentioned that. Is all he did was say the word.
Yeah, so that could mean a lot of things.
And my coworker Leanne,
yeah,
I was mentioning that her and Hannah and I were having a conversation when the Achilles tendon slasher came out. Leanne was talking because she's done lab research. She says Ozempic is no longer like the top dog of the weight loss medication. I think there's another one that the name is escaping me.
Majuno?
Maybe. Isn't that the
Majerno?
Chinese game we were just talking about?
Mahjong.
No. But there's a new one. Ozempic is no longer the top dog.
I think there's one that starts with an M. I can't find it.
That's okay. Not meant to be. Mm-hmm. All right, let's hear more from Jack.
Yeah, I think that's stop daylight savings. That hasn't happened. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a tough one for you to do.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, we'll see. See. As of right now, it hasn't happened, so I think that's pretty good.
Well, yeah, I wait for March. The first week of March. Let's talk again and see if you did it.
Well, I can tell you that if you meditate, you live in the moment. So I'm not living in March. I'm living right now. So I mean, wow. If you're not trying to support my goals,
I'm sorry, I actually didn't put that together.
Do you have any like advice on any of these?
Well, for the smut book in particular, I would just start writing, some really juicy, sweaty stuff. Like anytime something comes to mind, I would probably write it down. Anytime that something gets you hot and bothered, maybe a bead of sweat runs down the forehead, I'd write that down. That way you can just kind of start compiling different thoughts in that realm. And then the news one, I don't know, maybe just turn on the TV for 1 second, and then there you go, resolution's done. Stop answering my calls. I think that one, just don't pick it up. What were some of the later ones on your list?
get a boyfriend at the same time as the girlfriend, because get a girlfriend was earlier in the list.
Yeah, I remember that.
2026. Okay. I'm getting old. You know, some of our friends are getting engaged, so it's like should probably get my life together a little bit, and exercise more, travel more. You know, some of the basic ones. I just wanted to make sure I checked all the boxes.
Okay. Well, the boyfriend and girlfriend one, I would take it one day at a time.
At this point, also, I know Jack as being a heterosexual male.
Okay.
So.
Right.
That's what's going on in the back of my head at the same time.
Might be research for the smut book.
Good point. I wonder if he talks about that, actually. Let's hear.
And I would also, understand that, I think society has created this, what everyone is supposed to, by this age, you're supposed to, be dating. By this age, you're supposed to be engaged. Jack, I think you can take your time and do it in your, do it on your, what
schedule.
Word am I looking for? I just think there's no rush.
Timeline.
But I think, it starts by putting yourself out there.
I just want to put the fries in the bag.
Yeah, it's just difficult because my goal is to get a boyfriend and a girlfriend at the same time.
Yeah, no,
so I gotta kind of find someone comfortable on both ends with that, and also see if I'm comfortable. That's up for debate, but
yeah,
that's maybe a different conversation.
Damn, I wish Sham was here. She'd probably have some good advice for you as well.
Do you have any good advice for Jack on how to simultaneously find different gender?
Yeah, brother and sister. Sorry. I'm sorry. Let me think.
We can come back to it.
I have to come back to that. I have to think about that.
We'll come back to it. Onwards.
I don't know if you end up down that road, I don't know how much your partner would appreciate you trying to get a girlfriend at the same time.
Yeah, well, that's a good question, and maybe you could ask producer Sham this. What order should I go, do that in?
Sham, what do you think?
I would say boy first and then girl.
Any particular reason?
Because no.
Okay, let's hear more.
If she was, I guess you could answer too. You never had a boyfriend. Well,
I'm not too sure what he was getting at here. Let's hear more.
But
what do you mean?
What order do you get the boyfriend and girlfriend in? When do you decide that now it's time for the boyfriend, or now it's time for the girlfriend?
I think it's whatever comes naturally, and ideally you find a partner that's open to that third party.
Do you think they should be friends?
This is where he starts to lose me a bit.
Well, ideally, I don't think you want to be living a Peter Griffin double life, Family Guy cutaway.
Yeah. I really thought, in my head, I was drawing them up as complete strangers, but I can kind of see how friends, and complete strangers, but we all live together.
Yeah, I don't know how you'd be able to do the strangers part unless you guys live on separate floors.
No, one floor. Pretty much one bedroom. Just, probably two beds in the bedroom.
And you're picturing that one partner won't know the other one exists?
No, they know exist. They know each other exists.
But they're strangers.
To coexist, the three of us. But they don't talk to each other. It's just really me. Wow. I'm kind of like the peacekeeper,
I don't know if you're going to hit all these resolutions.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
Well, I wish you the best of luck with all of this, Jack, and I will be periodically checking in to see how you're doing with these resolutions, because I'm sure our listeners are going to be curious.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm putting pen to paper now and starting to get some smart ideas out. Thank you.
Good, of course. Jack, before I let you go, as you know, in every episode we talk about our core of the week. So can I ask you what your core of the week is?
To be honest, I've listened to the episodes. I don't understand what a core is.
Great.
Is it my theme of the week? It's just what I'm going for?
Yeah. Your core, your core belief, your core value, your, core thought that's in your mind, your core principle. I'll
go with smut core. How's that? Is that good?
Yeah, I actually thought you were probably going to say smut core.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like, I was kind of going for like a cover all my bases with these goals, so I think that one kind of seems like it has potential.
Yeah, I think that's a vast one.
Yeah.
Great. Well, Jack, do you have any last words here?
No, big fan of the program. Just give staff producer. Can you explain it? Staff producer.
Well, that was Kirby's title. So Sham, I guess, was formerly guest producer, but given I live with her, and she'll probably be on every episode. Except right now, I'm recording this before we actually shoot for the day because she's out of the house. So
okay,
yeah.
Give producer Sham my love, and all the best. Big fan of the program. Can't wait to listen.
Great, thank you so much, Jack Wallace. Thank you for this. So. Jack sends his love.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you for your resolutions.
Yeah.
They were amazing.
Very interesting. I'm really curious to see what he accomplishes this year. And I'm very, very excited to check out 2027. Check in with him in 2027.
Yeah. Or maybe in 6 months.
Yeah, that's true.
For an update, and then again at the end of the year.
Yeah, that'd be a great recurring thing we can do. That was a lot to digest. Okay. Moving on to sports a little bit. So I'm a big football fan. My favorite football team is the New York Giants. They suck, but they just hired a new head coach, John Harbaugh. He is a future, coach. I meant to say former champion. He has won some championships. And last night the Buffalo Bills lost, and that sucks for the Buffalo Bills fans and for Josh Allen and for Haley Steinfeld. But she grew up a Broncos fan. And the Broncos are the ones that eliminated the Bills. So is she really upset?
Can I ask something?
Of course.
So does that mean he now has to pick his family up and move to New York? Because wasn't he in Michigan before?
Josh Allen?
No, the coach.
Oh, he was in Baltimore before.
He was in Baltimore?
And he signed a 5-year contract. So technically, I would think they pick up and move to New York.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's a big change. Being
big change.
Being the child of an athlete or a coach like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moving around you got to do. There's an NHL player named Lee Stepniak who I think played for like 12 teams. So imagine that.
Yeah, it's like being an army kid.
Yeah.
They're always moving.
Yeah.
Around.
My favorite videos online are the ones where the families get to reunite.
Me too. Those make me feel good.
Those are always nice. And then sometimes the dog will reunite with the owner.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to sneeze.
Okay. Bless you.
Thank you.
In the world of baseball, I never thought we'd be doing sports segments on this show. Bo Bichette, former Toronto Blue Jay, recently signed with the New York Mets. And there's only one person that I could think of to message right away, and that is friend of the program, Kieran. We name dropped Kieran last week. He was kind enough to leave a comment on Spotify. So I showed this highlight to Kieran. I sent the news headline to Kieran because I was on my phone when I got it. And then I kind of spoke to him about the Mets and baseball, because the Mets are supposedly a bad team. And so he kind of explained it this way. This why bad team. The lack of salary cap in baseball is a bit of a flaw. I think it gets overstated by fans at times, especially on the high end. Case in point, the Jays spent something like $150 million less than the Dodgers and nearly beat them last year. There's no denying that it's still an issue, though. The bigger problem is teams like the A's or the White Sox, Oakland or Chicago, whose owners don't care about their fans and refuse to spend money on good players, which makes that the chasm, between them and like the Yankees or Dodgers, way more of an issue. So I said, so basically the A's and White Sox will always be trash because they can't afford to get good players. He says, all these owners are billionaires, so they probably could afford to spend it if they actually wanted to. But yeah, until they die or sell their teams, there's a whole slew of teams that are perpetually F-worded. So, Sham, did you know that about baseball, that there's no salary cap, so the owners literally can just pay?
I learned this year, or last year.
Yeah.
And, with the Blue Jays craze.
Yep.
That's crazy. And
Yeah.
it's the only sport, right?
I think
Where it's
soccer
like
is
that?
the same. That's why.
Soccer's like that too?
Yeah, Ronaldo has like $1 billion contract in Saudi Arabia or something.
Oh my God.
Because there's so much money. They're just like, come play here. We'll give you as much money as you want. He made up a new number, basically.
That's crazy.
When I was younger, I used to think that numbers just kept going because technically it never
they
stops,
do.
right? Yeah.
They do.
Every second is a world record of a new second that's been invented, a new number that's been invented, right?
Exactly.
These are the things I think about instead of taxes. So that's just a fun thing I thought about.
Yeah. Interesting perspective, Kieran. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Kieran. I'd say we're almost just about ready to wrap it up here. We're looking at about an hour, unless I've cut things out. I did want to talk about some other stuff, but I could save that for next week because, we have time and time. Is the iPhone still recording? God bless. What other notes do I have in here? I'd just be accepting LinkedIn requests like it's nothing. True. LinkedIn posts are ridiculous. True. Everybody just be bragging on LinkedIn.
True.
But
that's the spot for it.
Yeah, if you're looking for a job or you need to impress someone who might be an employer, I get that.
Yeah, it's an online resume.
When I post on LinkedIn, I kind of break that little fourth wall of this is me bragging. I think I started last week's LinkedIn post with as my first bi-monthly LinkedIn brag of 2026.
Yeah, but you're always a little self-deprecating too, I've noticed.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
You make like a little joke.
Because I try to bring humor into it because it's LinkedIn.
Glad to announce my new role at Hot Dog.
Thrilled to share.
Yeah. No, you're not, bro.
Excited to share. Open to network.
Yeah.
I haven't posted on LinkedIn since like before COVID.
That's okay.
Sorry.
I forgive you. Well, I guess that means we're going to do our core of the week. I've been trying to think about what I want mine to be. And I think I came to the conclusion of mindfulness core. And the reason I say that is because I've been doing so much yoga and so much Pilates and whatnot. And I think I've been meditating without actively saying to myself, I'm going to meditate. And I think it's just made me step out of my body a bit and be a bit more, third eye kind of thing. Last week, I was walking to work one day and I was just really irritated. Like, I think I was cold and my shoes were uncomfortable and my sock was twisted and I probably had a wedgie because I have a dump truck these days. So the underwear anyway. And I really had to step back and say, like, Sam, you're walking to a job you love that pays you. You woke up this morning in bed with a girlfriend you love.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Your family is all healthy and
God
happy.
bless.
Like, there's a lot of hurt going on in the world right now. So I wanted to just step back out of my body a bit and realize that I have things to be grateful for. And I think I owe a lot of that to the mindfulness practices that I've been doing the last few days that have let me really tap into being grateful, I guess, and being mindful and being present and, glad for what I have. And that, it could be a lot worse because some people have a lot worse. And that blows. So that's my core of the week. Sorry to end on a bit of a downer, I guess, but just something I've been thinking about. Sham, what is your core of the week?
My core of the week is free Iran. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thank you guys for being here. Let's go out on some sound effects.
Who wants some chimichangas?
What the hell?
For a second, I was like, who's making that? Then I realized it was you. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.